Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today it is another video, and today I'm going to be doing a championship predictions. As I'm recording this today, the EFL Championship starts in an hour's time, including the clock. You have a point there. It starts in an hour's time, so I need to start doing this quickly before it starts. I need to post this video quickly before it comes out. The championship begins. So. Yes, it is later, so I do apologise here. So, I'm going to rank my championship predictions for this year. I will be doing my Premier League prediction next week, because the Premier League starts next week, so there's no point of doing it now. And what I'm going to do today, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use my laptop using TeamMaker, and we're going to predict every 24 teams around the EFL Championship. I'm going to predict which team should stay, which team will go relegated, which team get promoted, and which team get playoffs. So, let's do this. So, the first team is Coventry City, the Sky Blues. I'm not going to lie, last time we played Coventry was back in the final, which I went to, which was very lucky we managed to win that game. And it was honestly like one of the greatest days of my life. And Coventry, last season, they finished 8th or 9th, and they went, that obviously went for it for the playoffs, but obviously fall down short in the last 2 or 3 games. They have good players like apparently Luton are linked by Ben Sheaf from Coventry, and a lot of Coventry fans obviously don't want them, but we want Ben Sheaf because he's our greatest defender. So yeah, Ben Sheaf, I don't know, I think Ben Sheaf will be a talented player. I think he'll be a star player for Coventry if he stays. College players, I don't know because I don't really follow other football teams players, but I feel like they have a strong team. 2 seasons ago they were one step closer to finishing to get promoted. Obviously we managed to stop them, but for this season, last season they finished, they got very short. But this season I think they were going to go for it again. I think they're going to get playoffs again. I'm going to rank to put them 5th place. I think they will play the 4th team, whoever I predict to be 4th. Next up, is Blackburn. According to a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people have been putting Blackburn in the bottom 3. But I don't think, yes, they had a really bad season last season, but I don't think Blackburn will get relegated. I think they'll survive. I think Blackburn will do a very good job in the season. As I said, I don't really know about other teams, but Blackburn were actually solid. Like when we played them 2 seasons ago in the Championship, they were very solid. They were very close to getting the playoffs. I think they'll like fall short in the playoff after a couple of teams won. Because I remember they beat Millwall with the greatest comeback. I think they were 3-1 down, and they brought it back to 4-3. It was a huge comeback. Tried to push them for playoffs. Unfortunately, they lost short. But I think they're going to push them mid-table. I'm going to put them 16th because I think they're going to, obviously last season they had a bad season. This season they're going to do well, and I think they're going to avoid the relegation battle. So that's mine. So Blackburn will finish 16th. Next up, Bristol City. Bristol, they're so far the last couple of seasons they've been just having a narrow season. They're just like finishing mid-table. But do you think this season they're going to go for it? I think so. I think they're going to go for it. So that's why Bristol City are going to finish at 8th place in my prediction. And that's how it's going to work. Next up is the big man, Burnley. Burnley, obviously, they got relegated to the Premier League last season with Vintage Company. As you know, they got Scott Parker now because Vintage Company gone to Bayern, which is a massive achievement. Like, that's a good way. But Burnley, I'm going to say, a lot of people have been promoted, put them automatics, but I am a Luton fan, and obviously Luton want to get promoted. But Burnley, they have a very strong squad. Before they got relegated, there was like 10 games unbeaten. Like they lost 1 in about the last 11 games, and they were very strong. They were probably pushing to survive. But obviously again they fall short and they got relegated. But Burnley, I'm gonna say Burnley they'll get playoff. I think they'll get promoted, but I think they'll just miss out. I'm not being biased, because I'm a Luton fan, but I think Burnley, as they have a talented squad, and yes, they got 2 seasons ago, they got 100 points, but they'll have to face Leeds to try and get promoted. So I think this season will be an absolute destroying title fight between Luton, Burnley, and Leeds. But I think Burnley will get into the playoffs. I think they'll just miss out on the playoffs. Next up, is Plymouth. Yeah, Plymouth, they had a very good season. They're a bit poor at the start, but they managed to survive with, I don't know who it was here, but they have Wayne Rooney, and a lot of people, when Wayne Rooney joined Plymouth, a lot of people hated him. I think as he's achieving much now, I think Wayne Rooney will help Plymouth and survive, and that's why I'll put them in a relegation battle. But I think I'll put them 21st. I think they'll just survive again. Next up is the best Welsh team in Wales, which is Cardiff. And Cardiff, I'm not gonna lie, they were surprising last season. They were just about avoiding, but I think this season Cardiff are not gonna do well, and I don't see themselves pushing for get into high mid-tables or playoffs. I think Cardiff will fortunately get relegated because according to YouTubers, they want Cardiff to get relegated on their prediction, and I predict the same. I think Cardiff will actually get relegated because I think they will get into relegation, but I just don't see them seeing them. I think they'll go back to the Championship, League One. I don't know when it was the last time they went to League One, but I think for me, I think Cardiff will go down. I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to say it, but I think Cardiff will just do positive well. So that's why I'm predicting finishing 22nd. Next up is Derby County. Derby got promoted this season. They're the new club. 3 seasons ago, they got a 21-point deduction, and that caused themselves getting relegated. Do you think they'll stay up again, stay in the Championship? No, I think they'll get relegated. I think Derby will finish, I say, 23rd. I think they'll just fortunately miss out on the surviving because I don't see Derby County finishing. I think they'll just miss out on the push of as they got a good squad, and I don't know when, but I'm thinking this is my prediction. Yeah, I'm thinking it might go to Derby away whenever Luton are playing. So if you're a Derby fan watching this, I might go to your stadium. I've been to your stadium before when it was Luton's first season in the Championship back in 2019. You did beat us at the time, but I think I'll go back to Derby. That's my prediction. I'm obviously not confirmed yet, but I think I might go to Derby. So that's what I'm saying. But back into the video, I think Derby will just miss out. I think they'll cause quite a lot of problems. I think, and I think Derby will just stay relegated. Next up, Hull. Hull, they had a brilliant season last season. They went for it. They would probably go for the playoffs. Obviously, unfortunately, missed short. But Hull, they really had a solid side in the team last season. And obviously, do you think they'll predict? And I think Hull will go for it again. And I think Hull will finish 4th place. I think Hull will Hull will actually go and push their luck into the playoffs, and I think they'll just stay in the playoffs. Next up is pretty much the main team, Leeds United, and throughout here, Leeds are the favourites to win the league, and they unfortunately missed out on the playoff final last season against Southampton. I think Leeds will obviously want to fight back in the Premier League because they played Premier League before, obviously survived mid-table and obviously relegation, and Leeds deserve to go back. After they was pushing to try and knock Ipswich out in last season, obviously Ipswich got promoted, but I think Leeds will obviously got to go for it, and that's why Leeds are bang on first place. I think Leeds will definitely win the league this season. and I think this is just going to be a solid team, and they're going to be a solid side, and hopefully it'll be a good team to play, and hopefully win the league for them. Next up, Sunderland. Sunderland are a bit narrow team. They had a really bad. No offense, they had a bad season last season. They finished like mid-table because 2 seasons ago they finished playoffs, and we played Sunderland, and that made us we beat them and made us got into Wembley, and then we managed to win at Wembley, which was like delightful and like obviously achievement, and it was honestly a good experience. Like obviously Sunderland are upset for missing out, and Sunderland obviously a bit embarrassed, like they had a really good season last season, 2 seasons ago, and now they finished mid-table. But I think Sunderland will finish. I think they'll just miss out in the playoffs. Next up is going to be my team, Luton Town. Luton Town, like obviously my team will obviously going to go going to go back to the Premier League. That's why my team isn't going to come second, not winning. Yeah, but they will come second. They'll get automatics because we have a strong squad. We've kept a couple of our players when we were playing in the Prem. Obviously, a couple of players have left now. Ross Barkley, who probably wasn't going to doubt playing in Championship, he's gone to Aston Villa. The time I recorded this, player, I forgot his name, James McTar. It's gone to Bolton, and to be fair, we wasn't playing him, so he's left. Luke Berry is left as well. Dan Potts has left, so we lost a couple of our players, but we're going to fight back. We're going to keep strong. We're going to push our luck, and we're going to go back to the Prem, and that's why we're coming in second place. Rob Edwards will do our jobs again for the second Championship season in a row. So that's why my team is second place. Next up, it will be going to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, I've been a bit mixture last year. They were didn't to try to get playoffs. It unfortunately didn't miss out for them. And I think Middlesbrough will keep pushing for their luck to try. Hopefully try to stay out for the season and hopefully get into playoffs. But for me, I don't think they'll just make it. I think they'll just give their advantage, and I think Middlesbrough will just unfortunately miss out in the playoff push. I think they will push it, but they'll just won't get any opportunity. Next up is a very London, very very harsh team. That's Millwall. Millwall are, for my perspective, in my opinion, one of the worst London teams in London. Because people don't like that. Because in my opinion, Millwall fans don't just like fighting people. In my opinion, because when people go to Millwall to watch a game, Millwall fans attack them, which makes unfair for the fact that they paid a lot of money to go to Millwall, the Den, just to watch the match. But a lot of brave people go to Millwall, which is good for them. But a lot of scared people don't go to Millwall, which that's what I'm saying. Besides Millwall, I think Millwall will actually do well this season. I think Millwall will actually go for the playoffs. But as I said, I think they'll just miss out in the playoffs. And that's how Millwall will just go a bit down in the playoffs and just hope, just be delightful and just go low mid-table. Next up, Norwich. Norwich. They had the last couple of seasons there, not performing in grateful side, but Norwich. And besides, I think Norwich will go for it, but they will go for the playoffs. But there's other teams as well, got left like Sheffield United. They got relegated. They're obviously going to go for it back to the Prem. Well, for me, Norwich, we stole Tim Krul from them. I don't know who's. I didn't watch Championship football last season because I was watching Prem because my team and Man United are in the Premier League. But Norwich, I think they'll just finish mid-table. And obviously I'm going to predict them to just fortunately miss out. I think they'll just won't fight, and that's my prediction, finishing mid-table. Next up, Oxford United. I think Oxford will be. I think, in my perspective, Oxford United will stay up. They will be in the relegation battle, but they will stay up for definite. And I think Oxford United will be like a good luck team. Like, just give them luck to try and stay up, and hopefully that goes for them. Next team will be next team it's Portsmouth, and Portsmouth are also a very solid team. Like, they got back to the Premier League. And as I said to my prediction, I might go to Portsmouth, maybe not. But I think Portsmouth, Portsmouth will just very be careful for the team and just push their luck. But I think Portsmouth will just be relentless and just survive, and that's why it'll be inclusive. Next team is Preston. Next up is Preston. I think Preston will be a very solid side. I think they're gonna Preston will maybe make it, but in my perspective, I think they'll go for the playoffs, but I really think they're going to finish mid-table. They'll just have an average season. Next up is QPR. QPR, in the last couple of seasons, they've not been very good enough to play Championship football. Fun fact, at the start of the 22-23 season, they had a really good unbeaten run, trying to push themselves into the playoffs, and hopefully they can win the league. But this is not really a funny story, but it is a funny story. QPR struggled this season because of one thing. When they lost to Luton, my team, 3-1 back in October 2022, they've struggled the whole season. They've really struggled, and they obviously lost their manager, and they were just not relentless. They were just not going for trying to survive or just trying to get into more, because when they struggled, it's because they lost one game, and that really bottled QPR, and that really suffered them. And since then, the following season, which was last season, it was literally the exact same. It was been average of the Besiktas, and QPR are not going to be it's a good team, but I'll put them mid-table. So that's my side. Next up is Sheffield United. They're a very good team, actually. Obviously, they were, not being rude, they were one of the worst Premier League teams last season, and they overtook Swindon in the 90s. And Sheffield United will probably want to make a comeback and fight back make it to the Premier League. I think they'll I'm going to put them in playoffs. I might change my mind, but Sheffield United will be in the playoffs to, let's hope, stay up and be fifth, and hopefully they can fight back. After they did sack their manager, and I think they got a new manager now, but I think Sheffield will probably go to make a comeback and hopefully try and get playoffs, or maybe win the league. But I'd put them playoffs. I'll finish last in the playoffs, so that's my prediction. Next up is Sheffield United's rival, Sheffield Wednesday. Not going to lie, I think Sheffield Wednesday will just be a team that will just fight for survival, and I don't think they'll just make it. And I just highly doubt that they're going to make it to survive, but I will put them in the survival zone because I think they'll all do it, but just about. Next up, Stoke. Stoke, they're just an average team in the Championship. They're just finishing mid-table, and that's why I'm putting them mid-table again, and that's my mid-table prediction done. Alright, we're down to the last 3 teams. Swansea, Watford and West Brom. Swansea. The fun fact, I do football training, and a couple of my friends and my football coach is actually a Swansea fan. So I will give respect to them if they're watching this. I don't think they will, but I will give respect for them. But Swansea, I think they are a very bang on team. I think Swansea will go through it. I think they will just push their luck into and following this I will just swap Stoke into the way, because I've got West Brom and Watford and both teams are not bang on. So I've put Swansea not playoffs. I've put Swansea on the fight for playoffs, and that's what I'm going to predict. Next up is one of the worst teams in the world, Watford. I don't care if there's any Watford fans hating me for this, but I don't like Watford, and I don't care. Watford, definitely relegated. I don't really care. I don't want to talk about Watford. Watford are definitely relegated. Moving on to West Brom. West Brom is a very good team, a very solid, a bang-on team. And I'm going to say West Brom will finish mid-table. And that is my championship predictions. So if I can show you, if the camera show me this. Yeah. So in last place is the worst team in the world, which is Watford. So that's in last place. 23rd is Derby. 22nd is Cardiff. 21st is Oxford. 20th is Plymouth. 19th is Portsmouth. 18th is Sheffield Wednesday. Stoke is 17th. 16th is West Brom. QPR is 15th. 13th is Preston. Norwich is that's 14th. 13. Blackburn. 11th is Swansea. Millwall is 10th. Sunderland is 9th. Middlesbrough is 8th. And Bristol City is 7th. I think Bristol City will have a bang-on season. 6th is Sheffield United. 5th is Coventry City. I was just showing it. Hull is 4th. Burnley is 3rd. Luton 2nd. And Leeds United 1st place. I think it will be a very good season for all teams, and hopefully I'll see you soon. See you next week in the next week of the Premier League predictions. But there's my first football match is coming out tomorrow, and it's Hemel Hempstead, not Luton. I will be going to the Luton match on Monday. I'll be going to the Hemel match, and the Hemel match will be uploaded on Saturday. The Luton match will be uploaded on Tuesday. So anyway, hope you enjoy it. Hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, like, subscribe and share and hit the bell. I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.